Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. Each morning we'll be listening for stocks to be called out in this area. Up here and down here, you'll see some pop into Discovery One every now and then. Make sure you check them as well. Over here we have Magic Scan that's going to pose. Look for these yellow spiking percent right here. Once we see a stock called out or in the scan, we come over and check the current bar volume, make sure there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. It's not a specific number, but high volume flow. We want to see these numbers really moving, a battle going on between the buyers and sellers. And at the same time, you want to see this green line breaking above this yellow moving average. And once we see the buyers coming in, that's when we want to make a decision to get in or not. And if you are new here, make sure that you attend these live streams many times before you start trading. This is not easy to do. Write it down on paper, your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but use small share size. And small share size being anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. Also, in your active trader, make sure your TIF is set to EXT. That stands for extended hours, so that you can get a trade in this pre-market session. And good morning. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Good morning, YouTubers. You are on board this morning. I'm having trouble with YouTube, so be aware if you have delays over there, it's not on my side, it's on YouTube's side. Hopefully everything works out fine for us this morning. Seen a few stocks being called out, none of them being called out repetitively, so we'll have to wait and see. BTAI moving, but our market's not open yet. Just over 2 minutes before our market opens. BTAI still pushing higher. We still have a minute before our market opens. Be aware of these stocks that are popping up just prior to our market opening. Sometimes they just sell off when our market opens, so be aware of that. All right, let's see what's on board for us this morning. BTAI pulling back a little bit. I am listening for repetitive symbols to show up here, not just once or twice. That just means a small move, but if it keeps making a list of the same symbol, I will check it. BTAI pulling back slightly. BLDE, thank you, Majika. Checking the volume. Let's see what's happening here. Bandit just all of a sudden reversed and sold off. Maybe that's why it wasn't in my scan. ATYR. Nothing there on ATYR. JBLU. BTAI. Since we already had one pump and dump already, be aware of that. Give it some time. Don't just buy the first green candle. Since I'm on a 5-minute chart, you can hang on for a bit before you do actually buy into it. Don't just jump at it. BTAI pushing up slightly. Let's see if it'll go. Looks pretty solid at the moment. Developing some tall wicks. There's a lot of sellers up here in this area, so be aware of that. Indicator looks good. This is the money flow indicator. It is pointing due north. So there's a lot of buying going on here. There's over 1.8 million shares of volume in this one candle. That would be a 5-minute candle. Let's see if we can get a breakout, a push here. That's what we need. Looking pretty weak to me. I don't like the wicks on the top of this one. A lot of sellers keeping it down. Good job, Greg B. at 220. Looks like it's going to have trouble getting any higher. If you don't know what these wicks are, these are sellers driving the price back down. We want our wicks on the bottom, not the top. Money flow is negative. They are all bailing out. Well, not all, but most of them. I've seen quite a few of them moving this morning. They're just not continuing. We'll take a look at Joby. JOBY, currently at 1806. Checking the volume. Not a whole lot of volume in this one. Just barely moving. This current bar label here needs to be green. That would be buyer volume coming in. Right now it's seller volume.
GNS. GDX.
Man, I feel like the weekend flew by like I didn't even have one. I guess because I was so busy.
NBNI.
Market's not too lively this morning. Hopefully we'll get one or two plays in. I did get the microphone working. It was definitely on my computer, and it was low. The issue was in Chrome. For some reason, Chrome was selecting OBS as my microphone, and it took forever to find where that setting was located.
HCTI.
Are you talking about for the mic issue that I had searching AI? That's how I did figure it out. In other words, I didn't figure it out. AI figured it out for me. HCTI. All right, currently at 674. That one got called out multiple times. I need to quit talking and pay attention. Heavy selling. Is this the way we're going to have our morning this morning? We get one pop up and all of a sudden they just all sell their shares. This is not looking good, so be cautious here. Money flow is red. This needs to turn around and shoot due north. It's a very important indicator. Pay attention to this one. Don't want anybody to get stung this morning. Nice job, Rehab Trader, at 249. Don't know how you did it. You must have seen it a little bit earlier than us. And Joby gets 49 cents a share on HCTI.
SES.
And HCTI keeps pulling downwards.
LUMM.
Still waiting on that one runner that just keeps on going. Hopefully we'll get one this morning. Few buyers coming in trying to call the bottom on this one. I don't think they see that big wick.
SES.
This is what the SPY looks like this morning. It's been pulling down for, looks like over an hour maybe. SCS pushing up higher. Thank you, Majika. Checking the volume, it's very slow.
GRYP.
We could get some money out of this one if it doesn't keep selling off. The money flow is north. We just need the buyer volume to pick up. So give it a second. Let's see if that happens.
A CRS.
Watching that money flow indicator. We do have buyers, but the volume's barely moving. Spread is high on this one. There's a 40-cent spread at times.
MCVT.
Pay attention to this spread label also before you click the mouse button. It could cost you money to get in. Looks like the price is holding pretty good up here around 1540. If we can get enough buyers in it, it may push up.
GRYP.
Volume is still slow. Slow to none.
UGL. GDX.
Not seeing very much volume in Joby.
GDX. GDX. UGL.
Well, it looks like we get to drink warm coffee this morning. Not seeing very much moving.
SES.
These kind of mornings don't really bother me. I know we do very well here. If we have to, we wait for the next day. We have way more good days than we do slow. XCUR trying to push up. It has low volume, but it is pushing up. Kind of wondering about what this wick is back here. Probably just a quick spike up and down like we see often. And just as fast as I found it, it went down.
SCO.
SCO, just a few buyers, no volume here.
U.
ARTL, long wick on the top. Checking the volume, it's flowing. Money flow is trying to reverse already.
ARKK.
Money flow pulling back pretty hard. It's almost like they got the sell bots turned on the moment something tries to spike upwards. Matt, is it ARTL you cannot buy? See a lot of people saying call your broker to purchase. It's one of those kind of stocks. So ARTL is not buyable. Doesn't matter anyway. It has a red money flow. Maybe that protected a few of you from losing some money.
A TUS. SMGX. SMGX. A TUS. SMGX.
SNGX, no volume, just the occasional buyer.
NVNI. SMGX. SMCX.
REPL, very low volume, sold off pretty hard, maybe just a minor bottom bounce here.
GDX. SMGX. AMPX. GDX. SNGX.
SNGX finding the occasional buyer. And as soon as the buyers come in, there come the sellers. Maybe just some minor profit taking going on. Tired of waiting. They've probably been in it forever.
SNGX.
Continuing to push higher now after those sellers took profit. Volume has picked up a whole bunch, 320 now. I think I'm going to stay out of it. I don't want to chase it on a morning like this. Might be the only play of the day. I might regret it later, but maybe I won't. Money flow pointing red. Buyers come back in. Well, at least we know it's not a pump and dump. We do have buyers and sellers, and the sellers seem to be minor. COMM 1260, checking the volume. Very nice volume on COMM. This will not be a pump and dump.
SMCX.
This one looking pretty good so far. Holding the price up here around 1250. Looks like we may get a breakout if we keep the money flow indicator north. Everything looking good so far. Let's see if we can get a pop out of it. Up to 1350 would be nice. Continuing to push. 1313 now. 1328, 36. I'm going to take the profit here. I'll take the 26 cents. Just because it's the way the morning is going, that's why I got out. Good job, Milo. Milo, I barely beat you. I got 350 out of it. 336 so far. Still no heavy selling. It may go some more. Money flow is still north. 350. It's not real jumpy. Moving pretty smoothly. Good job, Mac. Good job, JC. Few profit takers right there. Money flow is still north. Hopefully no heavy selling takes place, just a few profit takers and then a continuation. Let's see if that happens. Buyers are keeping it up. Good job, Autumn Rain. Buyers coming back in for another push. Over 1 million shares traded. There's the push. 1363 now. I did not double dip into this one. I'm staying out of it. I got a little bit of it. 1372 on the high. 1385 on the minor spike.
VSAT.
Holding the 1350s. Money flow is laying flat and red. That means volume is slowing down. Let's see if the buyers keep it up. Not a lot of selling in this one. Looks pretty stable. Good job, Trader Stud and D. Money flow is red, pointing south a little. Still not seeing a lot of heavy selling on this one.
MCVT.
Maybe just some profit taking before the continuation.
KOLD. RDW.
We can break above that line. It'll probably go.
KOLD. GDX.
So we need to break the 1350.
UGL.
Looks like buyers are coming back in. Volume is picking back up for another push.
COMM.
1392 on that small push. Was actually a pretty good push, 30 cents.
JBLU.
Was
VSAT.
unable to hold above 1350, now pulling below it. Not going to pull away from it yet. It has not sold off. There may be more to come. Money flow trying to turn around. A few more sellers come back in. Volume is getting less and less.
SCO. TMC.
Good job, Rehab Trader.
VSAT.
Still holding 1350. I see VSAT up there. I'll go take a look at it real quick. If I can type it in correctly. VSAT, no volume. We'll go back to COMM.
MCVT.
COMM finding buyers, pushing higher now. A little spike up to 1422. Back down to 1350. This one's holding up pretty good. Let's see if it keeps slow crawling upwards. Money flow is currently red.
U.
Money flow pointing south. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. I tried to get you a play in this morning. It just didn't happen. It's a typical Monday morning. Of course, this one is kind of rare. It was worse than the previous Mondays. But I appreciate each and every one of you who join me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for that free hour. If you're interested in joining us on Discord, do it for a month at a time. You can click the label at the top of the YouTube chat, takes you over to Discord. If you already have an account with Discord, then you just click the Upgrade Now button, and it'll take you over to WAP for premium membership. You'll get 3.5 hours of me. You'll get live training by Aaron and Milo, 60 or 70 plus scans that are all custom, and 30-something plus custom indicators for the chart. We'd love to have you on board. Hopefully that volumespikes.com website will get done soon. We'll see each and every one of you on Wednesday. Thank you for joining me this morning, and as always, God bless.